Welcome back to Go With Us. This is the Verdant Wonders Event. We're going to run through all of the details, discuss a few tips and strategies for you guys to focus on. We have a brand new shiny Pokemon Go debut. We've got new costume Pokemon, and we've even got Zarude coming into the game. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go get the Zarude. There's quite a few details to get through, so let's start with when the Verdant Wonders event is going to be happening. It looks like it's going to be happening this Thursday, the 21st of March at 10 a.m., running for 5 days until Monday, the 25th of March at 8 p.m. local time. Spawning in the wild, we have Bulbasaur, Oddish, Tangela, Hoppip, Poochyena, Nuzleaf, Shroomish, Cutiefly, and now is a good time to mention our first costume Pokemon Go debut, which is going to be Cottonee, wearing that flower crown. Cottonee can even evolve into Whimsicott using 50 candy, or you're gonna have to use that Sunstone too as well. And this Cottonee can be shiny, so everything's kind of coming at once. I actually really like the shiny. With that flower crown, it could look really great. We can also encounter Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Zorua, and now, this is probably one of my favorite part of this video. We can get shiny, finally, we can get shiny Flabebé for the first time in Pokemon Go. And all of the flowers, all of the trainers also have an opportunity to encounter the white flower Flabebé and the orange flower Flabebé worldwide, which is great, guys. So that is going to be the wild spawns. Moving on to the field research tasks. In those, we can encounter Vulpix, Poliwag, Marill, Slugma, Cottonee, again wearing that flower crown, Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour. There's going to be a featured collection challenge during this Verdant Wonders event where we're probably going to have to catch a few Pokemon, evolve them, tick the boxes, and we may get some premium rewards. And we love these coming into the game. We have Pokestop showcases returning for this event. Again, they haven't necessarily specified what we can enter into that showcase, but I have a pretty good idea. Flabebé. And now we move on to the main feature of this Verdant Wonders event, which is gonna be the Rogue of the Jungle returning to Pokemon Go. We have Zarude coming back into the game. Now, before we get any further, let's just talk about this ticket, because it looks like everyone, all trainers, are gonna get access to a special research ticket, which is gonna be called Rogue of the Jungle for a total cost of $8. Of course, we're gonna have to complete these Rogue of the Jungle tasks, but these are some of the rewards we can expect. We can expect 2 free raid passes, we can get 6 silver pineapple berries, 5 rare candies, 1 incense, and we can get some encounters with some grass and dark type Pokemon. So just off the bat, not terrible, but again, for $8, we probably should expect a little bit more. So what else comes with the ticket? It looks like every trainer that purchases this ticket is going to have an increase or a bonus attached to their incense. Remember that this is your green incense, not your daily incense. It looks like we can get increased encounters for the following Pokemon. Red flower Flabebé, again, if you're in Europe, Middle East, or Africa. Blue flower Flabebé if you're in Asia Pacific, or yellow flower Flabebé appearing in the Americas. And again, that white flower Flabebé and orange flower Flabebé are going to be appearing no matter what region you're in. And it also looks like we're going to get boosted spawns for Pansear, Panpour, Pansage, Cutiefly, Cottonee wearing the flower crown, and Zorua in there. So other than the main feature, which we're about to touch on, not bad. I would say that this is a ticket that's a little bit more worth maybe what we've come for. But the main attraction of this ticket, of course, is gonna be Zarude. Zarude is a grass and dark type mythical Pokemon originally coming from the Galar region. The question everyone seems to be asking is Zarude even good in the game? Well, let's break it down. Let's look at its base stats first. It has a max CP of 4336, which off the bat is pretty strong, especially for a Pokemon that doesn't necessarily evolve, and the fact that it's a mythical Pokemon, that is pretty interesting. And if we look at its attack value is sitting at 242, it has a defense of 215, and a stamina of 233. So let's stop there. The attack is solid, but the thing that really jumps at me is gonna be the defense and stamina. For a Pokemon that kind of looks rather glassy, it doesn't seem to be that glassy at all. And if we move on into where it actually shines, in the Master League it has a current ranking of 27. Now, amongst all of those dragons, all of those legendary Pokemon, that is really, really impressive considering its typing as well, because especially on that grass type of things, it's not going to hit those dragons for any sort of damage at all. So as a raid attacker, let's see if it shines in the dark type category. So in the dark type category, the best moves it can use is going to be that Snarl and Dark Pulse combination, which is pretty solid from the other Pokemon that we know, and it's kind of comparable to a regular Tyranitar, except swap that rock type out for grass type. That's kind of what this Pokemon is in short, but effectively it actually performs pretty well. It looks like I'm in the dark type category amongst shadow Pokemon as well as mega Pokemon, and we know that in the dark type category there's some strong ones. It's currently sitting at 14th, and I think as just a regular budget counter with no megas and no shadows, I think it's like breaking into the top 6. So as a dark type attacker, it's solid, but definitely would recommend some of their other Pokemon in that category. But it's actually as a grass type attacker where this thing really, really shines. I think with that Vine Whip and that Power Whip combination, this Pokemon gets out a little bit more DPS, and in the grass type category, it actually sits, I think, currently at number 4 on the grass type attacker list, I think just behind that Mega Venusaur, but the fact that it beats out every other shadow in that category just tells you everything you need to know. So overall, would we look at Zarude as a possible Pokemon to capture and even buy this ticket for? Definitely. I think it came into the game not so long ago for the first time, and this is the second time to do it. A great thing to also mention now is that this special research is not going to be timed, which is huge. There's been a lot of complaints in the past about some of the special research being timed, having to complete it in like a 4 or 5 day time frame, but it seems like this is not the case. So you just need to open the game and accept the research between the 21st and the 25th, and from there you can complete it anytime after. So would we go after this ticket and effectively go after Zarude? I think if you're a new player, yes, for sure. If you're looking for a really solid kind of dark type attacker just to kind of start off your teams, or if you're looking for a pretty prime grass type attacker, this is the Pokemon to go after. Even though that $8 might seem a little bit steep, I think having those Flabebés coming off the incense, that's a pretty rare spawn. So I would say overall, if you're a pretty irregular player, I would say yes, do this. However, if you're an OG player and you already have Zarude in the decks and you have all the better kind of grass and dark type attackers, maybe this is a ticket that you could potentially skip. So yes, that is going to be yes, guys. We've got a packed second half of March coming up. We've got Primal Groudon, we've got Shadow Mewtwo even coming to the game. This is going to be such a spot on time to play the game. We can't wait to bring all for you guys. Go with us, you know the deal, and we'll be sure to see you on the next one, baby. Shh.